series was really about, could Victor Wembanyama solidify himself in some people's eyes as the best player in the world? And his numbers are not going to look bad for the series. Though if you watch the series, you know he was passive. You know he was out of gas. Mitchell Robinson, even on the free throw that OG Anunoby missed that could have gave the Spurs a shot, Mitchell Robinson absolutely bodies him up to get the offensive rebound. There was the incident where he slaps Jalen Brunson in the head. There is so many flagrant foul-esque plays. And a lot of people have been asking this question. Is the best player in the world title in the NBA vacant? Now, I don't think you can have a vacant best player in the world. I do think that there is an argument right now for who that best player in the world could be. But in my eyes, this series did not change that. I am 10 toes down on it, the way Josh has been 10 toes down on the Knicks having an asterisk for the championship. I think that moment in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals against the Thunder, that was Victor Wembanyama's outcoming party, the way LeBron's outcoming party was in 2007 when he went for 45 in that Game 5 series when he scored 25 straight against the Pistons. LeBron ended up getting swept the next series against the Spurs. Wemby loses in 5 to the Knicks. I see very similar paths here.
And I understand that. For me, it's hard to say there's a definitive best player in the NBA right now. Jalen Brunson has definitely solidified himself as arguably top 5, if not for sure top 10.
Oh, I already thought he was in the top 10 during the playoffs. I think he is 100% in the top 5 now.
Okay. Like I said, at worst, he's top 10. But I don't think he's best player in the NBA right now.
I think he is definitively the best player in the Eastern Conference, even over a healthy Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I said that before the playoffs, and I truly believe that right now today.
I would agree with you on that one. I think he has definitely separated himself from the rest of the pack. I would say Jalen Brunson is the clutchest player in the NBA.
I would take him over Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. Yes, I agree with that.
Okay.
In terms of clutchness. Now, for me, I think the two best players in the world are Wemby and Jokic because I think there are things that those two guys do at their height and their agility and their speed that nobody else can ever do. And for me now, the real debate is at number 3 between the new NBA Finals MVP, Jalen Brunson, and last year's NBA Finals MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Right now, I think SGA has the edge because he not only has 1 regular season MVP, he has 2, and Jalen Brunson has none. But you could argue SGA had more overall talent on his team than Jalen Brunson had on his.
I feel like it's those 3 and you could put them in any order. Whether you want to say it's Jokic, SGA, Brunson, you could say, if you want, I'll hear your argument. If you want to say Brunson is the best player, followed by SGA, Jokic, or if you want to go Jokic, SGA, Brunson, or I'm sorry, SGA, then Jokic, then Brunson, whatever order, I feel like they're kind of interchangeable right now.
So you don't think Wemby's even in the top 3 right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. Wemby, yes, he is in top 3. I don't know why I left him out. But I think those 3 are interchangeable.
Okay, got you.
I was thinking Wemby, and since we were just talking about Brunson, that was on my mind.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. So if you want to argue Wemby at number 1, I'll hear you on that one. If you want to argue Jokic, sure. If you want to argue SGA, yes. Those 3 in any order. I would probably put Jalen Brunson at number 4, actually, right now.
I would agree with that. And is this could be very similar to like as soon as Jordan left the league in 1999. You had your Tim Duncans, you had Shaq. A couple years down the line, you had a Dirk, yeah, you had a Steve Nash in there. You obviously had Kobe. All very good players. It didn't feel like there was a definitive best player. So a lot of people would argue Shaq in that era because of how dominant he was, but it was more interchangeable until I believe that moment in 2007.
Yeah. I would put Dwayne Wade into that mix as well.
I think only when he won the title in 06, but I don't know if he was ever in the conversation of best player in basketball.
In my opinion, he was, but that's just my personal taste. So take that for what you will. But because I just loved Dwayne Wade overall. I thought he was.
I did too. I thought he was a great player. Can I say one thing about Jalen Brunson, though?
Yes.
He is, without a doubt, and again, we've had all these conversations about who's the best player in the world. The NBA MVP is that I believe it's 8 straight international players. Jalen Brunson is, and I know Tyrese Halliburton's out there, I know Anthony Edwards out there, and I know Cade Cunningham is out there. If I had to pick, and I know Steph Curry's out there and old LeBron is still out there, I get it. But if I had to pick one American player to represent America right now at the 2028 Olympics, it's Jalen Brunson.
I can agree with you on that one. It's interesting you bring up Tyrese Halliburton, and I know we'll get to who should be favored here in a minute. I want to see what Tyrese looks like this coming season, coming off of the injury he did. Is he still going to be able? Is he going to be able to get back to the player we saw in the 2024-2025 season where the Pacers made their crazy run and getting to the NBA Finals, and maybe they would have won Game 7 in OKC if Halliburton doesn't get injured? Can he get back to maybe not even that level, but a similar level?
Yeah, so this is my sort of speculation on that, is if the Pacers were in the same spot the Celtics were when Jason Tatum came back, and I know Tatum, got injured a little late with the hamstring, and they didn't want to risk a re-Achilles, so he missed games out of the first round. But we both said Tatum came back and looked better quicker than we both expected him to. I think if the Pacers were actually in playoff contention this past season, Halliburton would have came back. I think it's beneficiary for him that they did decide to take the year. And I am suspecting that when he comes back, you're going to see the same Tyrese Halliburton because young people heal faster.
If that's the case, Indiana is going to be a problem in the Eastern Conference